Hi everybody, I'm back with another swatching video. I have a confession to make here. Though I have been painting with watercolors for some time now, my first set of watercolors were these Holbein watercolors. I have not touched them since 2018. They are very much my neglected watercolors. I don't even remember what they look like. So we're going to go on a little adventure today. Well, it'll be an adventure for me. If you have used Holbein, you know exactly what's coming. But I'm going to test out, I'm going to swatch out my Holbein watercolors and then maybe paint something in my sketchbook afterward using them. From what I remember, these look a lot different than the typical watercolors that I use. Like I go for those really granulating Daniel Smith or Schminke, more earthy colors, and these are a bit different. So let's try them out. I do have them already poured out. We'll spritz them down. I'm going to do it to the side so I don't get the swatch page here. You'll get a little nice ASMR on the side here of the spray bottle. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start out here with Mineral Violet. A lot of these colors I don't gravitate toward either. This will be interesting. I don't use purple a lot. That is really pretty though. It's not that I dislike these colors, it's just not my style artistically. But it's good to branch out every now and then. All right. Let's do a wash. Now I do have, this is really rough cold press paper, and it's not even the greatest cold press paper. It gives me enough information to go off of as far as like swatches. But it's really rough. The sketchbook I'm going to be using later is not the smoothest, but it's definitely more smooth than this. And I'm curious to see what the performance is on the two types of paper. All right, Crimson Lake. That's really pretty. This is the type of red I would definitely use. Here we go. And I did start a, now I'm blanking on the name, a Substack. Is that correct? Is that what this thing is called? My goodness. You'll have to, yes it is. You'll have to forgive me. I have had the longest week. I mentioned before my students are getting ready for an art show, and it's been good, busy, but very busy, and my brain and my body, ready for the weekend, ready for sleep. This is really relaxing, so this is helping. Don't be like, well, why are you doing a video if you're exhausted? It's like, no, this is relaxing. Plus, I like hanging out with you guys. This is nice. Rose Madder is next. Back to what I was saying. Substack. I started one. I'm sorry. I am also like ADD. So forgive me if my conversation goes all over the place. But my Substack, trying this for the third time here, Substack. I do have a post on there where I'm going to be continually adding PDFs of each of the swatches that I do. So if it's not already on there, it will be on there soon. I'm planning on doing this the same day. These are really very pigmented, very vibrant colors. Very interesting. Okay, we have light red. This is definitely a color that I use frequently. That is really, these are a lot more opaque than the other brands that I've used too. I think that's part of what's throwing me, is that I do like opaque colors, but at the same time, like the vibrancy and the opaqueness of the paint like make me want to, like, I feel like I should be using these in a coloring book. I really like that one. That one might end up in my main palette someday. I do have a couple of light reds right now, but I do really like that one. Okay, burnt sienna. Make sure I don't mess up which one is which. Here. So yeah, as of recording, like, I just started the Substack this week. And there's only 2 posts on there. Thank you, the 4 people that have signed up on there already. That was fun to see. A couple of you have said hi over there already. I did start a couple of chats there too, so if you're painting, if you try these out and you want to share pictures and stuff, you're able to do that in Substack, which is part of the reason why I switched over there. I did have a blog on my website, but the blog feature on Squarespace is not very community friendly. And it wasn't very user friendly for me, so we're gonna move over there. You can chat with each other, you can chat with me, you can share pictures. Of course, there's the posts as well. And I'll put the link in the description of the video. Vermilion hue. This one I primarily use for mixing if I use a vermilion. That is bright. I can see why people really like these. They're so vibrant. But I also see why I probably didn't gravitate toward these when I started watercolor. Oh gosh, that's pretty. I really like the wash on this one. That is beautiful. Okay, I believe this is Jean Brilliant. That is my best attempt. You can correct me phonetically in the comments below. I can't get over the vermilion wash there. That's stunning. These are all really beautiful so far. Why am I not using these? I mean, I get it. I use darker colors. Maybe I need to branch out. It's how would I use these? And some of you are like screaming at me probably, like there's so many ways to use these. It's racking my brain. Permanent yellow lemon. This is a lot brighter than what I think of when I think of lemon yellow. I just typically am like kind of a dark, moody, angsty person. I got into that in high school and I never grew out of it, I guess. Also very pretty. Also my rinsing water here is making me think of pink lemonade. That sounds so good right now. I might need to get some pink lemonade later. All right, permanent yellow deep. It's a deep yellow. These are reminding me so much of crayons. And now the rinse water. I don't usually like, oh, that's pretty, like when I rinse my brushes, but like this is almost the color of, this is a fond memory, guys, go with me on this. During Christmas time, my grandma would make this punch, I guess. And all it was orange juice mixed with cranberry juice, and it was so good. And the only time I ever had it was when I was at my grandma's house at Christmas time, and that was the best. I miss my grandma. If you still have your grandma, hug your grandma. Yellow gray. We're grandma positive. Actually, I have another thing of my grandma's. She passed maybe, was it 3 years ago now? I have a little candy dish. She loved cranberry glass. And so I have a little, this was one of the candy dishes she would have out when I would go to her house at Christmas time. And I've picked out all of the dark red ones of my Starbursts. But I have that sitting on my desk, and I have a Starburst every now and then and think of my grandma. Okay, back to yellow gray. Also, a color I would use very frequently. I don't think I have one near this opaque. Like I have some French ochres that are similar. Kind of maybe on that one. All right, yellow ochre. All right. Well, it is currently Saturday afternoon for me, late Saturday afternoon. And it's been kind of cloudy most of the day, but the clouds have parted. And it's so pretty outside right now. And we're almost to springtime. I have this really huge maple tree outside the window that my desk is facing. There's a huge window I'm staring right at it. and I kind of watch the world go by in my neighborhood as I paint. And this really, really big maple tree is starting to get all of its leaves. They're really bright yellow-green right now. I can't wait for that to be like nice and full during the summer. It is absolutely stunning during the fall. It's like the one nice tree, and it's right outside my window. It's great. And it's really nice to just kind of during the year go through the seasons with this tree. I don't know. I'm friends with the tree now. I don't know. Do you have like certain like places around your neighborhood that you just kind of watch through the seasons? Those of you that are on the east coast of the US, you guys are kind of famous for your trees over there. I'm in California, so seasons are rapidly declining here. We're just always on fire. That's our season is fire and not fire. That's so sad. It didn't used to be that way. Like I grew up here and in the same area, and I remember having more rain during the winter, and not being so hot during the winter. It's really just weird how global warming is changing things. All right, so that was burnt umber. See, I'm just a fan of these colors right here, just all these really natural colors are what I gravitate toward. Okay, permanent green number 1. This is almost about what the leaves outside are looking like right now. It's this color. I like spring except for I get hay fever. So if I wasn't sneezing all the time, I probably would like spring more. So far it hasn't hit me, but I think that's going to be soon. There are some years that I don't really go through that at all. Maybe this will be one of those years. We'll see. Okay. And then we have Viridian. Now, why didn't I think I just started writing and then realize afterward I could have put permanent green 1 and 2 next to each other. We don't need to make total sense on this channel. It'll be okay. All right, Viridian. I think this is just how I had it in the palette originally when I got it. And so I didn't feel like rearranging it. I don't know. Here we go. And maybe this time when we're doing our swatches, we've talked a lot about paint, which is great. But how are you? How are you guys doing? Like, I don't want it to turn totally into like, I don't know, a really negative chat experience in the comments, but like, how are you? Do you need a high five? Do you need just somebody to say like, hey, things, where you just need to rest or see your friend, or do you need somebody to just kind of say, you know what, you're a good person. Sometimes we just kind of need that. I dipped into the wrong paint. I know this week if somebody said, you know what, Angie, you're a really good person, that would have been my day. So here we go. Let's all gather around. We're gathering in our minds, I guess. Hey, you guys, you're good people. I'm glad you're here. All right, permanent green too. And if you're doing amazing, like, share that below. Like, what is, like, maybe we can do like a gratefulness thing. What's maybe one thing from the week that you're super grateful for? Was something really awesome this week? For me, like, I'm a bit of a nerd. Friday nights I play Dungeons and Dragons. And it was really fun last night. And I just kind of needed to relax and laugh at stupid fantasy things. And that's what we did. And it was great. I'm also really grateful that I can just relax and do swatches today. I think the other thing I'm going to do as soon as I'm done with this and posting things for you is I started crocheting, and that's been really relaxing. I might just like get some snacks, sit on the couch, watch something with my cats, and crochet. Just kind of need a quiet day. All right, compost blue. I don't think I've heard that name before. Let's try it out. A little too much water. I'm also noticing that these don't spread as much as the other watercolors that I use. They kind of sit where you put them, and you really got to move them around. I kind of like when you get really unpredictable bursts of color when you add a wash, and it kind of goes wild on you. I didn't at first. like I started out doing color pencil when I was like starting out with art, and I end up being a little bit of a control freak. And so pencil was great for that, but pencil takes so long to do. I'm going to dip into ultramarine deep here. But when I switched to watercolor and I didn't know what it was going to do, and it was really unpredictable, that kind of wrecked my brain a little bit. And so to kind of do a little compromise, I went to watercolor pencil. And my paintings, quote unquote, were so like tight and controlled. It's kind of funny to think of now. Because now I like letting it do what it needs to do, because then you get all those really cool, like, happy mistakes, quote unquote. And instead of doing all this pre-planning for a painting, it's kind of like, it's more reacting to it and improvising and problem solving, which I didn't originally think I would like, but I don't think I would have it any other way now. Like, if paintings don't come out exactly how you planned, like, you can either like run with it and like be surprised and pleased with it, or it used to really just be upsetting to me. I would always think I ruined my painting, but kind of letting go of that is really pleasant and freeing. Did I label these correctly? I don't feel like this is cobalt blue. that's coming up next. It is, it's just really dark in the pan. Ultramarine, okay. I dipped into the wrong one. We're gonna fix it. Here we go. My brush washing water is looking much less appetizing now. In case you were wondering, I don't think you were, but I'm going to share it anyway. There we go. And now we have Prussian blue, which is what I was looking at, and was like, that looks really dark. We'll get it together here. Prussian blue is such a pretty color. It's so nice to use instead of black, too. Okay, last four here. We've got cobalt green. So far, like, all of these have been really easy to re-wet. Like, it's not an issue. There we go. Now these are drying, like, these are all just really pretty colors. I'm gonna need to find some different subjects to accommodate these. Okay, so as soon as I finished Ultramarine Deep, my camera decided to not work anymore. And I didn't catch it until I was already done with Ivory Black. I was like closing out the video and looked up to turn it off, and it's like, oh, again. So I'm sorry, guys. So we missed cobalt blue, Prussian blue, cobalt green, cerulean blue, Chinese white, which is, I went over the line, really opaque, which is great. And ivory black. And again, I'm going to take a picture of this and put it on my Substack for you guys. But before we go, there's much more of the video left. Because my voice is starting to go, what I'm going to do is do test painting in my sketchbook, but I'll just have some music going over that to give my voice a little bit of a rest. But you can kind of see how these work in a painting, and I can try them out for myself again, since I haven't really done that since 2018. It's 2025 right now. So enjoy that video, and I will have another swatch video soon, guys. I picked up another set of paints, I know. But this is a less expensive, not a professional set. I kind of wanted something for my sketchbooks. So I picked up another set of paints to swatch out, and we'll see that very soon on the channel too. So enjoy the sketchbook video, and I'll see you later.